Oh, this is great. We already get to be talking about one of the worst updates that Roblox will ever give us. Once again, almost 24 hours after I uploaded a video called The Worst Roblox Update Ever, which is where most of the information about this update will be. So if you would like to watch that video first, then go ahead. But I feel like there is more things that I somehow missed yesterday that I would like to now cover in this video instead. So very quickly, before I do all of this, before I show you how this update could possibly get worse, I would first like to say, please leave a like on this video and subscribe. And of course, please join my Discord server. The invite code is ChloeGames. That is discord.gg/ChloeGames. Okie dokie. So like I said, I already made an entire video about this that is over 8 minutes long, so you can go watch that one if you'd like to. But on that video, in my comment section, one of the top comments is someone explaining how this is going to break games in a different way that we initially thought, because obviously on the 22nd of March, when Roblox removes every audio that is longer than 6 seconds, pretty much every game on the entire platform from that point moving forward until something is done about them will be completely silent. All of the music within the games will be gone. Most, if not all, of the sound effects in those games will be gone. When I say that they are going to be quiet, I mean not a sound in those games, which obviously will end up being mostly fixed by the developers of each individual game when they eventually re-upload their sound effects and music and then put them back into their own games. But for a lot of the older games that don't get updated anymore, like a lot of these games that people still play despite the lack of updates, they will now be completely silent, not a sound inside of those games pretty much for the rest of time. But this one comment said, another thing that should be noted is that Roblox games and scripts sometimes entirely break or stop if a value like audio returns as nil, which will happen after this update, which means not only audio will be removed, but games themselves will probably partially break. And once again, this will eventually be mostly fixed by the developers of their own games, but the fact that Roblox in the first place is putting out an update that is going to so severely damage most of Roblox, including every game on the platform, I just don't understand why they could ever think through something like this and to still decide that this is a good update, that this is something that they should give us and put out there. And I still don't understand why they think it necessary to remove and private every single audio on Roblox. But staying on the topic and talking about the fact that they are going to private all of the audios on the 22nd of March, there is something in the dev forum announcement that I missed yesterday. They said when we turn on the new privacy settings, the audio assets in your experience in your game will stop working if they were not uploaded by the same user or group who created the game. So basically, what I think this means is alongside of removing and privating all of the existing audios that are longer than 6 seconds, Roblox from that point forward is going to make it so that if you try to use an audio inside of your game that you didn't upload, it's not going to work. So basically, if you own a game, the only audios that you can then insert into that game are audios that you yourself have created and uploaded to Roblox. I think the same is going to go for groups. So basically, if you have a group and in that group you have a game, inside of that game that your group owns, you can only use audios that you have uploaded through your group. Which, I don't know, I suppose that part of this is not completely terrible, or at least it's not as bad as the rest of this update, so maybe some kind of a silver lining. I don't know, it's not good. I don't think anything about this update is good. I still think it was terrible the way that they started this update off by saying you can now upload audios for free, because that's obviously a good thing. It's the same as when they allowed everyone to upload badges for free, because clearly paying to create a badge or paying to create an audio on Roblox, it just never made sense to me. But then boom, literally 2 seconds later, peel the layers of this update, read more into it, and you will know just how terrible this update is. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 people say that they like this update. I don't really know if they truly understand what's going on with it, or whether or not they read past the fact that audios are now free. But I can tell you, on this dev forum announcement, there is, at the time of recording this, almost 3,000 comments, 3,000 replies to this post, which is insane, by the way. I mentioned in my video yesterday that completely broke the dev forums for a little bit. But now the final thing that I wanted to mention in this video that I somehow missed yesterday was in the question and answer section of this announcement, they said, how do I ensure items like radios and boomboxes continue to function? Which I briefly mentioned yesterday that I was kind of concerned about boombox game passes in a lot of the games on Roblox, and the main point that they made is if your game allows users to play their own audios, it may be disrupted later this month when many audio assets become private, which basically is them saying that if you have a boombox game pass in your game, players are not going to be able to use that when this update fully gets released. The solution is the funniest part of this entire thing. The solution that Roblox gave for this is to avoid disruption. We recommend you switch from offering ID-based playback to letting users pick from the Roblox licensed music catalog. Yes, I would absolutely 100% enjoy, much prefer to play the copyright-free Roblox music versus my own music that I personally went out there, searched for, picked. Oh yeah. For these game passes that I paid hundreds, probably thousands of Robux for, I would much prefer to play Roblox's music. Adding on to that, I saw the Green Lego Cats also mentioned this in a tweet and said, this free audio update suddenly became a big L. I mean, as if it wasn't before. Radios, boomboxes, and everything using player-chosen audio is basically done for. You have to now use junk Roblox uploaded audio music, or hope the audio you use gets set public if that's even possible. With that being said, that made me realize that people are probably still going to find a lot of ways to bypass all of these new rules that are coming with this new update, which obviously isn't good. People shouldn't bypass on Roblox, but I don't understand how they can put out an update like this with so many layers of terrible things and then just expect everyone to be happy with it. That's severely the opposite reaction of what they received. I don't know, I think that's basically where this ends. I know that a lot of people are still very upset with this. Mostly it's coming from players who are, worried about things like boombox and radio game passes, but a lot of people are also worrying about this and are also angry about this because they are developers. This is going to, like I said, severely damage a lot of the games on Roblox. And with me saying that there's nothing we can do, that's really all there is to this. That's the only way that we can end this. And what I mean by that is all we can do is wait and see. So of course, as always, I would like to know your opinions as well. I would love to read your comments, so please tell me what you think about this update. So one more time, please make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe because I will always appreciate love and support that you guys give me, and you know what? It helps me out a lot. But we can got the Roblox update breaking pretty much every game on the entire platform. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.